Just a couple of housekeeping things. Is Calvin Pickard getting the start today?
Calvin is our starting goalie tonight.
Any changes to the lineup at all?
There is. Derek Ryan's coming in the lineup.
Derek Ryan's coming in?
Yes.
And that means...
Jeff Skinner is out.
Okay, great. When it comes to reviewing the tape from yesterday and you guys talk about the details, were anything that kind of stood out after a second viewing of that game yesterday, Kim?
Well, after a long break, you tend to loosen up on the details that got us to the successful little stretch that we had. I don't think there was anything particular that we weren't doing well, just not as well as we had been, whether that's puck management, how we're coming back in our zone, just those little things. And, I still thought we had an opportunity to win that game, and we have played worse games, but for us, we had a higher standard. We need to play better.
What is the biggest challenge that the Anaheim Ducks pose for your group here today?
A lot of young guys who are maybe a little unpredictable. We don't know their game, and when they're feeling on top of their game, they can be dangerous. So they have a lot of young skill. It's important that we're ready for that, not in a game where we want to just trade chances.
What do you think is the reason why they have 6 comeback victories in the third period alone this season? What do you think is the biggest reason for that?
Just playing with no fear. I think they do have some young players, and when they're feeling well, they can be dangerous. And, if you take them for granted and not play your best, they'll take advantage of that.
It seems Vasily can keep plays alive in the opposition zone. Did you know that was an attribute that he possessed before he got here?
I didn't know much about him before we got him. We did see him a couple games against him in the playoffs, and I know that fourth line, which he was a part of, played really well. And I believe he was only part of it for 2 games. And I didn't know his game, but he does a lot of little things. He creates a lot of turnovers. He maintains possession for our players, and I know anyone who's on the ice likes to play with the puck rather than defending, so he does a good job in getting that puck.
What is it about that trio that works so well in Podkolzin and Draisaitl and Arvidsson?
Well, they've only been together for a short period of time, so I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But, you got obviously a playmaker, Leon, and when I say playmaker, he also is leading the NHL in goals. But Arvidsson's, kind of darts around looking for opportunities to find open ice to shoot the puck. He is a good shooter. Podkolzin, you need somebody going to the net. He goes to the net. But as we mentioned before, how good he is at just creating turnovers so we can get possession of the puck. And, so hopefully we can have those 3 play for a long stretch.
It seems like Arvidsson is shooting the puck a little bit more. Obviously, when you start playing with a guy like Leon, you figure it out. Sometimes you want to defer, but he doesn't seem like he's deferring too much now. He seems to be wanting to take that puck to the net.
I think we can all shoot the puck more, especially finding open ice inside the dots, inside the middle of the ice, and getting those shots. And, I don't think Harvey's taking any his shot selection's been bad. I don't think there's many perimeter shots. We're just giving away pucks. But it's finding that open ice in the middle of the ice. And, to do that, you got to have a good head on your shoulders, find that ice and time it well, but then also moving your feet to get to those spots.